Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have a story out of Florida that I would like to share with everyone. Again, I bring you these videos in hopes that it will help to kind of reprogram your brain. I think right now that with mainstream media, it's very focused on showing Black people in a negative light, so that it'll help everyone be against Black people. It even helps for Black people to be white supremacists. You have to have constant visuals of Black people being negative in order to keep white supremacy where it is. Even though there's just widespread epidemic of white people being violent and on drugs and being thieves and any criminal activity that you can think of. Anything that you see on TV where there's a Black person being portrayed in a negative manner, I assure you that there are 100 of the exact same situations where there's white people doing, the same thing or worse. So I'm going to bring you this story, and I have not watched all of it, but it's pretty sick. So if you have any issues with seeing stuff that's kind of gory or hearing about things that's kind of gory, then don't listen to this. But it really isn't that bad. So here it says, cannibal frat boy 19 indicted on murder charges after killing Florida couple and eating the husband's face, as prosecutors eyed the death penalty. So you see that as it's very, very savage, but it's very indicative of the evil albinoid community. This is something that does not surprise me at all. If you look into the history of the evil albinoid, cannibalism is definitely one of the things you will find in their behavior. So this does not surprise me. Is it sick and savage? Yes. So Austin Herfoff, 19, was formally charged on Tuesday with 2 murder counts: attempted murder and burglary. He is accused of murdering John Stevens, 59, and his wife Michelle Mishcon, 53, at their home in Jupiter, Florida, on August 15th. The charges allow prosecutors to seek the death penalty. Police who responded to the scene found the Florida State University I cannot say that word. Fraternity brother chewing on the male victim's face. So if you can imagine this is brutal and savage and like an animal, kind of very animalistic, to be chewing on someone's face. You would think that this guy must be on drugs, because we did hear a while ago where people were consuming bath salts, and this is kind of the behavior that was indicative of someone on such a drug. However, this individual did get drug tested, and there were no chemicals found in his blood, and so clearly this is just who he is as a person, and something that he probably has done before. Just a lot of these cases, when we find these evil albinoid people doing and engaging in behavior like this, it's usually not something that they've just done. It's usually not the first time. It's just the first time that they're being prosecuted for such behaviors. So Horioff was taken to the hospital after the incident when his Oregon started to file from drinking chemicals in the couple's garage. That's funny because they said later, and I hope it's in here later, that he did not, there weren't any chemicals found in his blood. So he told officers he ate something bad. When asked what, he replied, humans. So he was drinking the chemicals, it sounds like, after he consumed this man's face. This is sick. It really is, and it's not surprising, but it's always disturbing when you hear something like this, just because I can't imagine myself partaking in any kind of cannibalistic behaviors. So it is sick. The Florida college student who is accused of killing a couple and chewing on the dead man's face has been indicted on first-degree murder charges. A Martin County grand jury formally charged 19-year-old Austin, I can't say his last name, on Tuesday with 2 murder counts, attempted murder and burglary. Herrigoff was initially charged with second-degree murder on the August 15th attack on 59-year-old John Stevens and his wife, 53-year-old Michelle Miscon, outside their Tequista home. Where am I at? The indictment enabled prosecutors to seek the death penalty against H. I'm just going to call him H. Facing death penalty, H. Hoffman was formally charged on Tuesday with 2 counts of attempted murder, burglary, and allegedly killing a couple in Jasper, Florida in August. Deputies say that they found the former high school football player and wrestler in his underwear making animal noises and biting Stevens' face as he pinned his victim's body in the driveway. This is just, and look at him. He doesn't look remorseful. He's not sad. He just looks kind of like he has a little smirk in his face. Last week, it was revealed that after police arrived to the scene, H told deputies he had eaten humans. He is also said to have begged deputies to kill him, and after he drugged him off Stevens' lifeless body. So as he's eating this guy's face and been dragged off by the cops, this is the thing. He gets to beg the cops to kill him. If this guy was black, they would have shot him on sight. He wouldn't have been able to say anything. And it's funny, and it's not really funny, but you really need to think of this. When these officers are saying they thought their life was in danger when they're killing an unarmed black individual, they get off. You know, they are accepted their plea of you know, I was in danger, and you know, I needed to make a decision quickly based on my fear. But these white supremacist terrorist cops drive up and see a you know, animalistic white person attacking and eating someone's face, and at this point these white supremacist terrorist cops don't feel like their life are in danger. So you really need to think of this. And when I hear black people, because I've literally heard black people saying, well, if they feel like their life is in danger, or what was the black guy doing, even though they know that these people are unarmed, they haven't killed anyone, they're not eating anyone's face. But this guy, he has not a scratch on his face. He didn't get shot. He didn't get beat. He didn't get punched. He didn't get choked. He's just fine. They just, you know, softly pulled him off. There's a lot of photos that are attached to this, but I'm not going to show them because they're pretty gory and gross. So let's go down here. These are his victims. He stabbed these people to death. So this is a pretty intimate act. He's stabbing them, and then You know, you have to imagine, and you don't have to imagine, because I saw some of the pictures, and I will leave this link in the description box so that you can actually, if you want to look at the pictures and see how he looked when they, I literally just said I wasn't going to show pictures, so that you can see how he looked when they got him off. Okay, this is dumb. But yeah, he looked pretty gross. He had, you know, blood all over his face. He looked pretty much like a savage animal, like you would expect. Somehow I got off the screen, and I'm trying to go back, and of course my thing wants to be slow. But as you can see, there's lots of different links that actually Dr. Phil did an interview with him. And there's actually an interview that I'm going to try to show you if my computer decides to allow me to do that. I'm not sure what's going on at this point. Come on. I'm really sorry, guys, that this is being so slow here. I'm not sure why. Like, I'm not sure what's going on. It's kind of spinning out of control. Okay, it might be coming out. Oh yeah, okay, here it comes back. So again, these are the people that he stabbed and ate face. Like, he literally ate this person's face. That is really sick. Oh, hey, what is going on? Okay, now hopefully we're back on the picture of these disgusting people. So it says he used a switchblade knife and weapons of opportunity. So what that means is anything that was around, he used to violate and to murder these people in a savage way. So anything that, not only that he could find around the house, but anything that he could find that was in their garage. So you can even imagine the tools that were used to savage and brutally murder this couple. So it says, yeah, he used a switchblade knife and weapons of opportunity from the couple's garage in his attack, creating what experienced homicide detectives call the most gruesome crime scene of their careers, the sheriff said. Martin County Sheriff Williams Snyder said one of the deputies ordered off Stevens at gunpoint, while others used an electric stun gun on him. But he wouldn't let go, the sheriff said. So they pulled up pulled their weapons and did not fire them. They didn't feel the need to fire their weapons. They didn't feel threatened, even though this individual had just murdered 2 people and it's chewing on their face. These white supremacist cops did not feel threatened, and they didn't feel they needed to use any real brute force to I can't remember what I was going to say, but to get this guy in custody. The sheriff said deputies didn't shoot because they feared striking the victim, not knowing that he was likely, they didn't want to shoot the dead person. That would have not had stopped them if this guy was black. They later found Mishkon's body in the garage. Finally, the deputies with the dog arrived, and it bit, and the bites enabled deputy to subdue H. "Shoot me now, I deserve to die," he begged as he was finally pulled off. See, he knew he deserved to die. It's sad when it takes a white savage murderer have to beg the cops to kill them. But if you're black, you can be unarmed, you can be laying on the ground, you can have your hands in the air, you can have them behind your back, and they still kill you. This guy has just murdered 2 people and is eating their face and asking the cops to kill him, and they do nothing. They do not kill him. So here is the 911 call. I'm going to let you guys hear it, and then we'll talk some more. So this. Advise on fire rescue when you can. Call. 6:30. I got this guy wrapped around 3 minutes. Get the link out. SO3 at 5-year radius to 99. 6:30, 305, can fire rescue go in? Yo, sir, I've got this guy wrapped around him and he's fighting him. Careful. Careful, send in fire rescue. 10 for send in fire rescue, 2137. 23 to any unit I'm seeing. Are all our people okay? That's over here, crime scene. 23 or so, go ahead to call, I'll call detectives and crime scene police. 10 for 2137. 626. Lieutenant, we're 10-4. Top 2724. SSR 5, 10-9, your radius to 99. I told you got that? 10-54, your radius are to 99. Possible to it'll be here now. You're still digital to 99. Right away, that's all. Possible to signal savage. We need them in here now. 10. And we also need another ambulance or across the street. I'll get to the address in a second. 10. The address, where it is, there's 2. It's another 2, right? 6:30 freeway. I know you have your hands full. Do you have any suspects that are not 10-12? We have everybody 10-12. 1 suspect. So we have 3 victims, and we have 1 suspect at team right now. Two possibly shot at him. We have room confirmed 7 for Mark. So we have 26. Access 1026, 1 confirmed, signal 7. So it's interesting. It looks like there's another video showing him right before he committed this atrocity. Clearly, he looks fine and healthy and just like a regular individual.
What's up, guys? Pulling a little Jason Genova, driving while talking, but...
So I'm just showing you guys, so I do want to, I'm going to finish playing that video, and the reason why I'm going to show you this video, so that you can see the individual, you can hear him speak, you see that he is not, having any kind of extreme mental health issues. He's not retarded. He seems very clear-minded. He seems like, you know, your regular any regular person that you could, he could be your co-worker, he could be your, you know, your friend at school, he could just be any regular person that you walk around every day with, that you see in the grocery store, or, you know, any kind of regular, just regular Joe.
But that's all right. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you about why I don't do steroids.
He doesn't do
And the
steroids.
reason is,
He doesn't do steroids, but he does consume
I don't
human.
want to, you know? I don't feel like it'd be beneficial for me to do steroids, you know? It just wouldn't, because it damages my health. I feel like I have to depend on it every day. That's a life not worth living for me, you know? I figure it like this. Why not just be comfortable being lean, looking and being healthy? That's what makes me satisfied. I'm not saying that steroids are bad. If you want to do them, go right ahead, man. But I'm just saying this. Appreciate your fitness, your muscles. Stay at it, man. Stay at it. Nutrition, everything, bruh. Everything. Just do it, bruh. It's sick, it piss, pulling a little Genova, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So just regular, average, regular, everyday.
What's up, guys? Pulling a little Jason
still playing.
Genova, driving while talking, but
okay, I asked it to not play anymore because it's annoying. But you see that there's just regular Joe. That's his mom sitting there. Just random guy. That's him after he ate people. So the thing is, the thing that we need to take from this is, again, knowing who we're up against. These are the people these are your co-workers. These are the people that you want to say not all white people are bad. And I'm not saying all white people are bad, but this is who would you have thought he was bad? He wasn't running around, you know, with the Confederate flag using the N-word, but he is eating people's faces. These are not the kind of people that we need to try to be like. Okay, these aren't the people that should be setting our moral guidelines. So there's a lot of pictures and videos, you know, that you guys can watch if you like to. I'm not gonna play any more of it, but I just want you guys to see who we're up against. When we want to sit there and say, you know, we don't want to be violent towards these people, we don't want war, we want to try to find peaceful ways of ending white supremacist terrorism. And I just want you to know that they don't have any guidelines. They don't have any morale checks that they need to do. They don't have the empathy and the value for life that you and I do. So when you want to sit there and make these, give yourself like so many boundaries that you don't want to cross, I'm telling you that they don't have them. They will eat you, they will kill you, they will molest you, they will rape you, murder you. There's really nothing that they will not do. Okay, so if we are going to be real and we're going to be true to ourselves and we really want to do something to end white supremacist terrorism, then we need to know what we're up against, and we need to realize that there's no line that's drawn with the evil albinoid. These are who you're up against. When you turn on the TV and you see all of these albinoid people are smiling, and maybe they're praying in a group, or maybe they're going over to Africa to bring them water. You need to really realize what's behind that surface, because that's just what they want you to see. They want you to see them as, God-fearing Christians, and the kings and queens of morale, and they want you to see them as people that are good, and that are your friends, and that they're everything you should strive to be. But what they show you is not the reality. This is the reality. Them committing mass genocide on global levels, that's reality. Being global terrorists, that's your reality. And it's sad, but you can't truly trust an evil albinoid. You can't trust them, because their history that they've shown us is only a little tiny sneak peeks of what they've really been up to for the last couple of thousands of years. It's really sad. And this is them now, this is them in the past, this is who we're up against. So we really need to kind of get that soft spot that we have for them and get rid of it. And I know a lot of people on this channel, and you guys are kind of more awakened, and you kind of know what you're up against, but a lot of people, even people in your families and in my family, we still want to look at them as individuals and not group them in a whole, because we know that that's what they constantly do to us. If one Black person is caught doing anything bad, then it's, we're all labeled as that bad person or that bad act. It's something that we're all looked at as, this is how you guys are, so we're not going to rent to your kind, or we don't see you as, they don't see us as individuals. So we need to really start seeing them for who they are, and we need to start looking at this white supremacist system as what it is. And it's widespread, and it's blanketed over everything and everybody. And that's just how it is. We can't attack the system and break down the system if we don't know who we're up against, and if we don't look at them as a group. If we don't look at them as a group, we're not going to be able to go pick out every little tiny inkling of good and of humane in albinoid individuals. So what you need to do is look at them as a group of evil albinoid white supremacist terrorists, and then if there's some good ones, then they'll come out and they'll shine through. But know that this is the norm. The white supremacist terrorists, that's the norm. That's the majority is white supremacist terrorists. So if you find some that aren't, then okay, congratulations, great. But we need to lower our I don't know exactly what to call it, but I think Black people as individuals don't want to think of ourselves as capable of committing murder or genocide or homicide, and because that's not who we are. But war is war, and we need to prepare ourselves for that. There's many ways to prepare ourselves, and this right here is more preparing yourself on a psychological level, changing your brain and changing your tolerance level for the crap that we've been dealing with for so long. We really need to stop tolerating it, and we need to see them for who they are. That's the biggest thing. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please click that share button and share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter. Share these videos as much as possible so that we can make this this movement go viral, this movement to end white supremacist terrorism. It'll benefit everyone. If you have white people in your family, ending white supremacist terrorism helps everyone on a global level. It really does. So please share these videos. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you in the next video.